All right, we are talking about proportions with conversions. We're going to use the proportions that we learned last week to convert between units of measure. On the slide before this, I did put a star chart there for you so that you can see the different conversions on here. You will need some of these for homework and for the problems we're going to do on this slide. Okay, so the first question, it says, you can use a ratio table to convert within units. So if you see on the top of this table, it says feet, and on the bottom it is inches. So at the very beginning here, it tells us that 1 foot is 12 inches, which most of us know. Okay, so now we're going to use that information to figure out how much 5 feet is. So 1 times 5 is 5. So we're going to do 12 times 5 to figure this out. So 12 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So it is 60. So in that box, you're going to type 60. Okay. The next one, we're going to 48. So what times 12 equals 48? What times 12 is 48? Isn't it 4? And if you're not sure, you can always do 12 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. We were right. So that means on the top, we're going to do 1 times 4. So it's 4 feet is 48 inches. Okay. The next one we have, and this is getting kind of messy, I know, but we're going to keep going. The next one we have is 1 foot going to 10 feet. So to get from 1 to 10, we multiply by 10. So on the bottom, we're going to do 12 times 10. So 12 times 10. 0 times anything is going to be 0, so we're going to move to the next number. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. So 10 feet is 120 inches. Okay, I'm going to keep it going here. The next one, we're going from 12 inches to 96 inches. So 12 inches to 96 inches. So what times 12 equals 96? If you're not sure, remember I said you could do it on the side. Okay, so let's try 12 times 8. Okay, 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and that is 96. So that means it is 8 feet is equal to 96 inches. Okay, and the last one up here is going from 1 foot to 5.5 feet. So on the bottom, we're going to do 12 times 5.5. So 12 times 5.5. So 5 times 5 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And 0. 5 times 2 is 10 again. And 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6 again. So we're going to add these together. So 0, 6, 6, and we're going to move over 1 decimal place because that's what we have up here. So our answer is going to be 66 inches. So all I did was fill out this whole part just like a ratio table like we have done in the past. Okay. All right, the next one, we're going to go from 5 yards to we don't know how many inches. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to look at my star chart and I need to find yards to inches. So yards to inches is going to be in this part right here. Okay, so 1 yard is 3 feet, and 1 foot is 12 inches. Okay, so we're going to use that information to help us solve this problem. Let me erase my circle here. Okay, so if we know that 1 foot is 12 inches and we have 3 feet in a yard, then I'm going to multiply 3 times 12. So 1 yard is equal to 36 inches. So that's what I'm going to start with here. 1 yard, 36 inches. We want to know how many 5 yards is. That's what we don't know. Okay, so in order to figure that out, 1 times what is 5? Well, 1 times 5 is 5, right? So on the bottom, I'm going to do 36 times 5. So 36 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. So 180 inches. Okay, is our final answer. All right. The next one, it says Nina bought 4 yards of fabric. How many inches of fabric did she buy? So you guys are going to try that one on your own, and you already have the yards to inches conversion right here. So pause the video and go ahead and try that one. All right, so you should have done the same thing, except for this time we're multiplying by 4, and you should have gotten 144 inches. Okay, the next one, we're going from kilometers to meters. Okay, so kilometers to meters. So I'm going to go back to our chart, and I'm going to find kilometers to meters. So again, we're still in length, and we're on the right side. So 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. That's what we need. So I'm going to write 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Okay, so 1 kilometer, 1,000 meters. We want to know 5 kilometers. So to get from 1 to 5, we multiply by 5. And 1,000 times 5 would be 5,000. Okay, so I want you guys to pause it and try the last one. You're going from yards to feet. So go ahead and look at your star chart and find yards to feet and solve your problem. All right, so you should have gotten 120 feet. So you should have multiplied 3 times 40 to get 120 feet. All right, now you guys are going to go into Schoology and do your assignment for today. If you're in pre-AP though, make sure you go on to the second slide for today before you go into Schoology.